What's up, y'all?
What up, what up, what up?
Should I say, this is late. It's late at night, y'all.
It's late night.
It's late night. And
adults only.
Adults.
For real.
This is adults only. Please, have your kids go to bed. Get them a little ice cream and tell them, okay, night-night.
Ice cream before bed.
Maybe.
Whatever works.
But
whatever
see,
works.
ice cream may be
put them
too
down,
much,
Put
right?
them down. Give them the ice cream. Don't give them the NyQuil. You know they took that stuff out of NyQuil. It don't work like it used to. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Whatever. Anyways, y'all, this is the late night version, the continuation of y'all know
your commentary.
Our activity in the bedroom. Okay.
Okay.
With Nate. So we're gonna ask him the questions and let him tell y'all, because listen, this is him, his little forte of, or his little opinion of
I guess y'all wanted to hear my opinions.
Yeah, they did. Y'all
I got opinions.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask him some questions, y'all. Y'all know if y'all are not aware of the video I made, my sex life in my marriage, you can watch that video so you can get caught up on what we're talking about,
right.
And then come back to this video and you will understand what we're talking about. And this is my husband's idea, because I was thinking that let's do the video later, but he wanted to do it now. And I
figured,
and I said, okay, let's do it.
Let me just keep it a buck with y'all. We were, talking about what we were getting ready to get into tonight, so we figured, what a great time
before
to do a video
we get into
on all of this other stuff that she was already talking to you guys about. So, if you want to hear my opinion on some of the stuff she was talking about in the last video, stay tuned, because I'm about to give it to y'all. I'm about to give it to you.
He finna spill the beans, y'all.
I'm about to give it to you. Yeah.
I told y'all in that video, I told y'all 3 times a week is good and healthy for our marriage. Now I don't know what's healthy for your marriage. This is what my husband agreed upon. Not that it's okay for him, but he agreed upon. So 3 times a week is healthy for our marriage. So how many times a week do you think you would want it?
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell y'all like this. So the question is asked of me, but I'm going to kind of answer it in a general sense, and then I'm going to give y'all some specifics. Okay, so first off, from a man's perspective, a man's needs is specific to the man, right? You have some men that might need it like multiple times a day. Some men are cool with just once a week, so you got the whole spectrum. I think of it like this. I think of sexual intimacy as a multivitamin, right? You should have one once a day, right? I have agreed to 3 times a week, which is cool. That's cool. But I think it's an everyday thing, because you know what? Let me just tell y'all, when you're taking a multivitamin, you're taking it for health benefits. And we all know that having your needs met is healthy, right? It de-stresses you. It gives you that woo-saw. You can go about your day. But I'm going to tell you, if you got a high demand job, that would be the reason why you would agree to something less than what you desire all the time.
Okay, so now I understand. So the 3 days a week was upon him working. We ain't never talked about it again or discussed it or put it back on the table. So basically, he's not doing the strenuous work that he was doing before when he was at GE. But we never ever
had another conversation. Right.
And I don't even want to hear this conversation.
Wait. So you open to this conversation right now?
No, I'm not. Listen to me. I think that 3 days a week is good. But see, my husband, I told y'all, he has a very, very high appetite, sexual appetite.
I think it's normal.
I told y'all, he's younger than me. And I'm not saying that. But he's very, 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 very sexual. And I'm just like, dang, dude, can your appetite come down some? Some men are not highly sexual, but he has a high sexual appetite.
If there's anyone in my family watching this, please shut the video off now. Thank you very much.
But it's the truth, y'all. So I asked that question because I can walk. I ain't gonna need to say that. Okay, let me just say that. Okay. So how many times a day you said you would like it every?
I would say that at 44 going on 45, I would stop short at every day. But, certainly I would say 5 days a week would probably be good. But I'll settle for 3 because you know what? Sometimes she might approach me and I do have things to do and especially everybody's different on the hours of the day that they want to get into things. I'm more of a night person. She more of a day person.
I'm a day person. I would tell him, baby, you want to do something? He like, I got too much work to do right now.
Right.
So he will cut me off. If he tell me at nighttime something, I said, baby, I'm tired. I done been working all day. So that right now. So sometimes you have to come up to that medium like, okay, baby, you do this. And sometimes the morning just works right out. When he wakes up in the morning, okay, baby, let's go.
Listen, you need
it works with whatever you can work.
Yes. You need to have a conversation with your mate as to timing. Because if you have someone who is who's busy, right, from a business aspect, or who has a lot of responsibilities, while those things may be great and de-stressing you, it's like being a boxer. Like, you never want to get in there without your legs, and sometimes that release takes a little bit of your legs away from you. For those of y'all that know what I'm talking about, But I would say just, have the conversation, find out when it works best. But I will say this though, while you might have some set times or some days or whatever, leave yourself open for the spontaneous, because the spontaneous is where it's at, baby. It's where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question?
Okay, so next question is, how many times?
Oh, wait. Did you already ask that one?
How many times do you think a man in a week should get it? You said 7 times, or how often does he want it, right?
So yeah, I think it's like this.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna tell you something.
I know some of y'all some of you guys, especially from the woman's perspective, may not agree with me. But I'm just gonna say it anyway. I think from the man's perspective, whatever his frequency is should set the tone. But that being said, there's a lot of relationships where maybe the frequency level is not exactly in lockstep, because there are some guys that may want it on a regular clip, meaning like maybe 4, 5, 6 times a week. But there are some women that might want it twice a day. And I think that's the same is true vice versa, every day. Right? Yeah, twice a day, every day. Listen.
There was women in the comments saying that.
I'm just going to tell y'all. As a married couple that's been married for going on 24 years.
25 years.
24 years going on 25 years. I will tell you that in the beginning, we was like that. For sure. That rabbit.
Yep.
That's how it was.
Twice, 3 times. Oh, you finished? Okay, let me get it again. Can I get it?
I thought she was trying to kill me one day, boy. I thought she was going to kill me. I promise you. But I'm just saying that, you got to kind of match energy when it comes to that. And in the beginning, like, there's nothing stopping you. So go for it, right? But
enjoy it while you can, you newlyweds.
Yeah, but I do think things happen with our bodies over time. And because those things happen, whether it's on the male side or on the female side, it does kind of change how you approach the intimacy part of your relationship. That being said, intimacy is not just about sex. Mm-hmm. So you can be intimate and not go there, and that level of intimacy coming from conversation or coming from,
taking care of your partner throughout the day.
Whatever, taking care. Yeah, that kind of opens the door.
That opens the door for a female. Like me being a female and being emotionally driven, I'm going to say that. Because my husband, he's a very good man, right? So when he does things for me, special things, or I see him doing little things or going over and above and beyond, that's sexy to me. I'm like, oh, you thinking about me today? Okay, I see you. But see, if he doesn't, and we have a day that's a hiccup, and he getting on my nerves. He did this thing or two. I'd be like, okay, that's a turn off. For me, that's a turn off. And I'd be like, man, I ain't trying to get you down. I'm finna go to bed fully clothed, all clothed, let you know, dude, ain't nothing jumping off today.
So you really got to know what your woman wants.
But if I go to bed fully naked, you know what? I'm gonna knock you out. This
No,
one,
so-
no. Y'all didn't peep that, but I did, and so I'm gonna stop this video. I'm gonna stop this video right now, cause you know what he did? He put his hair down because he know I like when his hair down.
This is what she
when
likes.
his hair down, I love his hair down because I said, "Oh, you look so sexy with your hair
So
down."
you really gotta know
that
what your woman
turns me on, and now he gonna sit up there. You know
You really
what?
got to know what she wants.
This man, when I tell you, he got game. He got game for miles.
Listen, I'll be
He
trying.
just he cut off the game when he met me, but I'm saying he got the game.
I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm just gonna say like this. Listen, I got married. I got married for love. I got married for life, and this is my boo for life. But like I was saying, like you got to really just know what your woman want and know what your man want, and communicate about those things because this woman right here, she is like a never-ending puzzle. Let me explain to you what I mean about that. And I know, fellas, you know exactly what I'm talking about with your significant other. What I mean is there is always some sort of puzzle that you have to figure out the key to get access to what it is that you want. And I don't know from day to day what that puzzle answer is. It's like you got to do X, Y, and Z today, and all of a sudden it just unlocks, and you're like, whoo, it unlocked. And then the next day it's like you did X, Y, and Z the same way you did the day before, and it don't unlock. And I'm just telling you this, fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about.
So this is the thing. My husband always says this. Did I crack the code?
For real.
Did I crack the code?
For real.
He be trying to crack the code. He be buying me roses.
I literally be trying to crack the code.
Special delivery. He be like, oh, baby, I bought you a gift.
I literally be trying to crack the code.
And he'll keep it going. And like, 2 nights in a row? Okay, baby. Let me keep the crack growing. Let me keep it going. And he'll do it.
Listen,
oh, no, you didn't unlock the code today, baby. You did something wrong.
They say that you should always be learning your mate. You should always be learning your wife. You should
he can't
notes.
He can't handle me.
Because I'm literally trying to figure out the combination and the combination that's gonna work every single time. And fellas, I ain't talking about you newbies. You newbies that, it don't take nothing for you to jump in the bed. I ain't talking about y'all.
Right.
I'm talking about y'all folks that's been in this
20, 30
game for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And, it's few and far between where you trying to figure out like, okay, I know this works. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get the code down. That's what I'm talking about right now. So for those of y'all that, constantly are trying to figure out the code, just keep at it. Y'all don't give up. Get your get your notes together. Literally, learn your woman.
True.
Learn your woman.
And know that women are very emotional, and sometimes we go off that. We don't want a man touching us if they disrespectful. Don't come home on time. Ain't doing what they need to do at home. So when you ain't doing what you doing at home, don't expect to be like, oh, baby, I want to do the lovey-dovey. Or you ain't playing no music in the background. You ain't making the scenery very, very, romantic. Don't expect that. Y'all need to be able to listen to a woman. Women are different than men. Men are different than women. We understand.
It's too much.
What you mean?
I'm just telling y'all. What she's saying is right. I'm just telling y'all from the man's perspective, it's too much. Because let me tell you why.
Okay, it's too much, but what would you do to get that?
That's why I'm saying it's too much. The reason why I'm saying it's too much is because in marriage, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Go ahead.
Because in marriage, you are that person's mate for life.
Okay.
There is no alternatives.
True.
There is no outside. You can't go nowhere. You can't do anything.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't figure out the code, let's say it takes you a month to figure out the code to unlock the treasure. You know what I'm saying? The treasure box, if you know what I'm saying. If it takes you a month, you ain't did nothing for a month. A month out here. It's been a month. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's unfair. It really is unfair because you guys have all the control when it comes to that. Y'all have all the control when it comes to that.
What do you mean?
What
if it be a month?
What I'm saying is, if the man don't figure out the combination
in a month,
if he don't get it right in a month, and y'all just upset for whatever,
so his sack will be overflowed.
Listen, pushing it out on his own.
That's what he said. He said he pushes it out
on his own.
in your dreams.
This is real things, y'all. This is real things. This happens. You know what I'm saying? For anybody,
I had to get schooled by him.
It should never happen. It should never happen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
And this is what my husband said. He'll tell me, "Baby, I'm full. I'm full."
That's
what he tell me. I'm full. I'm full. And then when he's full, I know. Get it right. Get him out.
She good about it too.
And that's it.
She good about it.
So that's what I said. He said, I'm full. That's what he tell me. He'll remind me every day, 3 times or 4 times a day. Yeah, my stomach is full.
Listen.
My sack.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, I had never heard that expression. I had never heard
I put it to him.
Of a full stomach.
I gave it to me.
And an empty sack.
I put it to him one day.
She told me, I don't know. I don't know where she got it from. I ain't gonna even say where she possibly could have got it from. All I'm gonna say is, when I heard it, I laughed out loud. I promise you I did.
He was so happy to hear that. And then he was like,
I said, oh.
And not y'all,
whoever told you that,
run it in my ear like it ain't nothing.
Whoever told you that.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
They cracked the code for him. I cracked the code for him. If his stomach, and I keep his stomach. When I cook, I keep your stomach full.
Man, she cooked me some. Listen,
I cook. I serve him.
She cooked me
make sure he good.
Listen, it don't take much for me. It don't take much for me.
He just love my cooking.
Yes. No. When I say it don't take much for me, I don't mean it wouldn't take much for any woman. I just know what she's capable of and what she does. And because when I say it don't take much for me, man, when she cooks, like, I love her food. So she cooked me some breakfast burritos today. Y'all think that's simple, but let me tell you, them bad boy was on fire, boy.
I cooked them noodles last night. The boy ate 3. I said, he'll eat food. I cooked them twice yesterday. I cooked them rice, vegetables, and sausages. The boy was like, okay, that's good. I thought he wouldn't eat again. Hungry again hours later. So I had to go cook him some more stuff. Then he's like, oh, baby, that was nothing. I'm even hungrier. Had to go cook him again. I said, this dude, 3 times.
But she take care of me, though. And I'm going to tell y'all something, ladies. There's a lot to figuring out the combination to a man, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. And that's just basically be a support to him. Be someone he can confide in, be someone who encourages him, be someone who is ride or die for him, be someone who don't, basically he ain't got to worry about nothing. When he come home, he ain't got to worry about nothing. And I know that's hard for some women to do, to be that for a man for whatever reason. But I'm just saying that if you are married and you want to stay married and you want to be there for a long time, man, commit to learning your man. And I think, fellas, the same thing is true for the woman. Commit to learning your woman because, and you know what? It's an ongoing process. It's like I said about this box, like unlocking the box. The reason why unlocking the box changes is because your wife changes over time. Yeah. And because as your wife changes and your husband changes over time, like the things that used to work don't work anymore. Yeah. Because physically you get older. Okay, so let me just keep it, like I said, 100 with y'all. In 25 years ago, when it came to like intimacy, oh yeah, we twice a day. Once a day. I think we would have so many babies. Yes, we would have. Listen, if she would have locked it down, if she would have did what she did, like.
We would have had several kids.
We'd have been out here with a starting 5 for sure.
We've been out here with a mini army.
Yeah, we would have, because you know what? I enjoyed it.
But can I say this, because I didn't mention this and I wanted to mention this. We know that some people cannot enjoy sex or have as much frequent sex as they age because of maybe medication, maybe of the situations they're in, and we do understand that. So we're not talking about the people that have that. You know what I'm saying? We understand that sometimes that's a concern, or sometimes y'all be like, y'all can only do it once a week because of your physical, the way you are physically, or maybe because of your medication you take or whatever. However, me and my husband,
I'm not giving you an out.
Anyways, me and my husband is not on medication. Right. We're not physically enabled, so we can do more things than other people, and we're not saying nothing's wrong with that, because you have to do what works for you. However, and he said there's no excuse. I don't know what he's talking about.
Listen, I think this. For every man and woman in this situation that they can't do whatever they want to do, I know that the man in that relationship, I'm going to only speak to the man. Mm-hmm. I assume that it's the same for the woman, but I'm going to only speak for the man. That man who loves that woman knows everything that is going on with that woman and what she's been through and what her body is capable and able to do. Mm-hmm. And he is absolutely 1,000% in love with that woman and accommodating everything that might be happening to her in her body. For sure.
That's so sexy.
Because that's so marriage.
Real.
I think that's marriage, and I think that's love.
But okay.
At the same time.
Okay, go ahead.
At the same time, for those that use excuses and not actual issues to say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And we all know as men what happens. And you all as women know what you do to get out of, maybe performing some duties that maybe at the time you don't want to do. Maybe you're not feeling in the mood or whatever the case may be. But the reality is that it's really not about, and y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but it's really not about your mood. It's really not about how you feel. And I understand that you guys feel the need to be met in some way, shape, or form emotionally where you are in order for you to feel unlocked to do those things. But I want to tell you that, I just want to tell you 1,000% that other women don't feel that same obligation. And because you are not necessarily competing with those other women, but they're out there almost like a batter in the batting cage waiting as a runner-up to the batter that's already in the box. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's not a good analogy for you guys, but maybe let's say maybe it is the runner-up to a beauty pageant that is ready for, something to happen with the person who's holding the crown right now, mm-hmm. so that the crown can be passed on mm-hmm. to them. And I just want you to keep that in your mind as you think about some of the things that you might feel like maybe, I don't feel like doing this, or I don't want to do this, and blah, 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 blah.
Basically, you saying temptation is out there.
I'm literally saying that temptation is out there. And because, I'm not saying that your man will cheat on you or if it's right to cheat on you because of you don't get him. I'm not saying any of that. Mm-hmm. I just want to make you aware that this is life, right? And just as you expect, definitely, and just as you expect some sort of obligation from your man to perform in a certain way, he also has an expectation of you. That's all I'm saying. And I want you to internalize that conversation or that understanding that he has an expectation of you. And then do something about it. Don't just let it sit. Don't just be like, we married and I expect this, that, and the other. Because I'm going to tell you what, the woman outside, the woman that's trying to hit on him at the gas station, the grocery store, listen, everywhere, they don't care.
They don't care.
And when you put your man, and I say that specifically because you did, when you put your man in that situation where they haven't had anything
for months,
and they get, because listen, these women out here are forceful. These women out here are aggressive.
Very aggressive.
They're aggressive. So when you put your man in that situation and they pushing up on them, yes, he should have remained faithful. Yes, he should have told her no. Yes, you are absolutely right. At the same time,
is everything happy at home?
Listen,
you doing
I'm not condoning, and I'm not saying that if he steps out on you that it's right. I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying, asking the question to you, did you do everything that you were supposed to do
to make the man? And it's vice versa, because your man got to do whatever he needs to do to take care of that woman as well, emotionally. That's true. Financially. Why you would say that true on that?
But that is true. It is. All of it is true. But what I'm saying is, like, here's the issue. Men always have to perform to get something. Like I said in the beginning, it's almost like solving this puzzle. I mean, like, you literally out here like, okay, 2 to the left, 3 to the right.
That's what he always say.
7 to the left.
7. I got the code 327.
Like
and now the code changed 782.
To be solved.
I don't know what it is.
And it shouldn't be like that. I'm going to tell you straight up, 100%, that women largely use their they box. Whatever y'all want to call it. I don't really want to call it
it's
that.
It's the truth, ladies.
I think that's just a common term.
If we really want something.
But y'all use what you have as a tool of manipulation.
But does it work?
But see, it don't matter if it works. It's not right.
I said, does it work?
Yes, it does work. It does work. But it's not right. I'm simply saying to you that it works on someone who is married to you, but it doesn't work on someone who's not. Because they have options.
That's not true.
They have options,
but okay. But that's not true. But okay, you said
I'm just saying they have options.
But they do. But sometimes some women got that good poo nanny. That good poo nanny that it can work for everybody. But that's okay. Let's stop.
Let me just cure that right now for you all that think that y'all have that good. For those that you are not married, let me just cure that for you. A man doesn't know that you have the top notch unless they've tested the other stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're going to continue to test as long as you hold out.
But that's not true.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
They're going to test as long as you hold out. They might come back and find out that, it's bomb over here and I want to stay here. Yeah. That might be the case. But that'll stop them from testing.
We always know what bomb is. And we always know when we have the bomb.
I don't think y'all know nothing.
Really?
No, I don't think y'all know what bomb is. Because here's the thing. Because you don't know exactly what your man is doing all the time.
You don't.
And also, vice versa, man, you don't know what all your woman is doing all the time either.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, listen, women are about it just as much as men are, if not more.
True.
If not more.
True, ladies.
I mean, it's going down in the streets. It's going down. And
in the parks,
I'm gonna tell y'all one.
I'm
gonna tell y'all right now. I'm just happy that I am married because I wouldn't want to be out there.
No, not out there in the streets like that.
I wouldn't want to be out there dating. I wouldn't want to be out there
or on the apps.
Listen, there's 1 million apps out here. Every day I hear a new app.
Talk about it,
and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is all these apps? Listen, I don't know how y'all date in the world today. And honestly, if I was forced in that world, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. So, more power to y'all. I commend you for being able to date in this century right now. Because honestly, I'm not from this century when it comes to dating. And I haven't dated in 20 plus years. And because I haven't dated in 20 plus years where, people met in person, there's no...
You know what? I think I'm glad that we met each other at our young prime time.
Man, I certainly am.
Because I feel that we have grown to know each other. We have grown to see each other's stages of life and everything. And at this point, we're going to be together forever. No matter what happens, we're going to be together forever. It's ride or die. You, mine, I'm yours, in the grave, next to each other, And it is what it is. So my thing is, we have learned to be able to accommodate each other in our feelings and what we feel, because we know ain't nobody else for us. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We ain't going outside this marriage. You ain't going outside this marriage. It's like, it is what it is. So we have learned how to accommodate each other. And y'all, it's ups and downs in every marriage. But at the end of the day, if you happy, you're happy. And when you with your, like, literally, true talk, realness, me and Nate are best friends.
Facts.
We're best friends, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts about this is my best friend. He knows everything about me. I know everything about him. We have the same type of desires. We have the same type of childhood. We have the same type of everything. And even the goals in life.
Let me tell y'all about a ride or die. And it's really not even just about, I wouldn't even frame it as a ride or die. Mm-hmm. Fellas, ladies, I will say it like this. When you find someone, okay, so she talking about we're best friends, right? We are best friends. We became best friends, I think, in the first, probably in the first 3, 4, 5 months of us dating, maybe 6 months of us dating. And that has perpetuated until today. When you really want to be in love, when you really want love, when you really want to be in a relationship, you will 100% open yourself up. You will become vulnerable in a way that you may or may not have done in the past. And when you do that and the other person reciprocates that vulnerability, you will get a chance to get to know each other on a level that is much more intimate than sex. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, there's something that happens that knits your heart together. When we talk about people being best friends before they're lovers, people say that that's like the gold standard. And factually, it is the gold standard. She knew everything about me. I knew everything about her. Before we ever got married, before we ever felt like, we were in love, I fell in love with her because she was very open with me. Mm-hmm. And I was very open with her. Mm-hmm. Like, we have very similar upbringings and backgrounds, and we have very similar mindsets on how we approach life. When
we say similar, we mean the same.
It is essentially the same. And I can tell you that, like, it is important for you to have, they say opposites attract. She's very different than me in the way that we process
things,
how we deal with things in life. But at the same time, because we have the same value system and we have the same faith, it just fostered this environment. It cultivated this environment for us to connect in a way that I have never connected with another woman. And that meant so much to me. Even when I was young. So when we got together, she was, I want to say she was 22. 22, and I was just turning, 19. I was turning 19.
Oh, he was 18.
I was 18. I turned 19. No, I turned 20, I think.
Okay.
I think I turned 20. So anyway, long story short.
He was, because you weren't a legal age yet. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, 20. I don't know what that means. But anyway, but what I'm saying is, I don't know what it was. I was very intellectually mature.
He was very mature.
I was very mature. I had a three bedroom apartment, had a car, and all. I was intellectually mature.
And he had an associate
not necessarily in it. Yes, I did. I had my stuff together outwardly, but I think I had some work to do emotionally. Right? Yeah. Because I think just in general that men don't mature as fast emotionally.
It takes, when he got like 25, I could say 25 on or 26 on. That's when he really started. He was very mature on a level, even a heartfelt level, emotional level.
Yeah, for sure. I do think that it took me some time.
Under that, he was mature for his age, but he could have those playful moments. You know what I'm saying? Flipping on a bed, jumping up and doing stuff.
Oh yeah, crazy. I did some crazy stuff. I did do some crazy stuff. Yeah, I did do some crazy stuff.
Well, we ain't gonna even talk about that because we already know what I was talking about when I said that.
Yeah, I do crazy stuff. You know, because I was.
Gallon of milk.
The what?
That spilled.
Yeah, what was I doing? Throwing it, tossing it?
You was tossing it, kept on tossing it, and you threw on the bed, and he ran on the bed and did backward flips on the airbed, y'all.
Listen, I used to do a lot of
and
stuff.
he bust our whole airbed, put holes all in it, because he kept on, I said, baby, you gonna ruin the bed.
So the airbed wasn't our main bed or nothing. It was just
no,
a little
it wasn't
bed.
our main bed.
I was having
it was
fun.
for the guests. It was for the guests. So when the guests left, this dude started, running and flipping on the bed. And I was like, what is you doing? He kept on flipping, backwards flips with his body.
I was a athletic 20-something.
Let me tell you something. My husband is a very muscular man.
Okay.
The doctors have said he have more muscular build than the average man. So he's above average with muscular build. I kid you not. No. Let me talk. I kid you not. Muscular build, they said, wow. You have more muscular build than the average man. I mean, high up there on the charts. This man
I got big thighs, y'all.
No.
I got big thighs.
He got big thighs. He got big arms. He got big back. He got big back. He got everything.
I got what I consider the gas.
When I tell you, my husband is muscular. When you see him in person, y'all think this camera makes him look 10 pounds bigger. But when you see, everybody sees him in person like, dang, you big. They be asking me, is he my security guard? Listen to me. They be asking me, is he my security guard? They be like, dang, dude, you got body. I bet you're gonna arm wrestle you. They be doing all types of stuff.
I get all kinds of weird comments
like that. All types of weird comments. And I'm not even joking, y'all. I'm not even joking. So this man is big body build. And so he always walking like this with wide back. Like is you his security guard? Is you her security guard? No, that's my husband.
I don't walk like that.
He don't walk like that. But my thing is, his back is wide. Naturally, his whole family is like that. So
cause they gasking back.
It's like a football back. It's like broad shoulders. He's wide for no reason. But at the end of the day,
it is what it is. But it is kind of weird sometimes. Going out like. I love the people that we encounter on the streets, for the people that love her.
Our
we really appreciate y'all. For those of y'all that come up.
Y'all be wanting to take
I know y'all be looking at me like,
what in the world?
He looks serious.
They're like, he big, he looks serious. Like, is he gonna jump me? I be like, no, y'all, he's sweet.
I literally be stuck, y'all. Like, I don't know, like, how to look nice or whatever. Like, I'm just not, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I'm here to make sure she's safe and make sure she's good. And,
one thing I can't say about this man, I can tell you with all my heart that this man, he loves me. He's in love with me. He cares about me, and ain't nobody gonna touch me. Cause this man would give his life for me, and I promise you, I am so solid on that I can go when I'm going, and my husband, if I call, he picking up that call.
Yeah.
My thing is, I know where he's going. He knows where I'm going. If I say, baby, he tells me everything where his whereabouts. I tell him everything with my whereabouts because he wants to know, like, baby, are you safe? Are you okay?
Listen, I know that it is a point of contention in a lot of relationships when it comes to, this idea of trust. And that trust being or setting up barriers in your relationship. I know there are some men and women that don't give their passwords to their significant others or their spouses because for whatever reason, you hide behind this guise of, privacy and whatnot. I would tell you straight up that there's nothing that we hide from each other.
I have his password. He has my password. All my passwords. He has my codes. I have his codes.
There's nothing. Listen, absolutely nothing here.
To the point where all my passwords is in his passcode secret.
Right.
Key. What is it called?
It's called password keeper or something like that.
Password keeper.
Yeah.
I had to call him, ask him, baby, what's my password?
Sometimes she don't remember.
I don't know my password.
And you know, because I don't remember everything, that's the reason why I got password keeper, because I don't remember everything on my own password.
When I tell you every single thing, what with his face is my key to my passport on my phone. Like I can't even get in my own phone because he has to put his face in it.
Listen.
And I'm like, I don't know how to do this, baby. Give me your face.
To be fair, it's not her personal phone. It's a work phone
it's
that
a
we
work
use
phone,
for the business. It's
my
an
other
iPhone.
phone, he don't have that.
Right.
It's my fingerprint. But at the end of the day, I have his code, he have my code.
Absolutely.
And that's how it should be, because you can go into each, I don't care. Give him my phone. He'll do little videos on my phone. He'll be able to look at my phone. If he said, my phone is dead, let me use your phone. Okay, go ahead.
Right. And I understand that. I understand there are relationships that don't function like ours.
And it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Even down to the bank account. Joints. We are joints. We started off joints.
We always been joints.
It always is joints. Everything is yours. It's mine. Mine's yours. Listen, before I even started this channel, our stuff was joint. My husband was the breadwinner.
Yeah.
He made all the money. I was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
This man he was a high-value man making over 6 figures a year.
Yeah.
So I had to depend on him. Vacations, what we did at home, shopping, everything fell on him.
Yeah.
Yes, I worked here and there, but my working was, okay, let's have fun. Family fun. Let's do shopping. Let's get my knickknacks in there. But he was the breadwinner, okay? So when you grow up with a man like this over 20-something years being a breadwinner, okay, then things switch. But it ain't switching our family. Right. Y'all say it switched for people in the world. But with me, it didn't switch. I still gave him control over everything because I trust him enough to know he ain't gonna steer me wrong. He ain't gonna tell me no. You can get what you want to get, baby. It doesn't matter. But he takes care of everything, and I trust him. He's still the man of the house. He's still the breadwinner to me because he takes care of the business. See, a lot of things that he does in the background, I already know. I trust. He's making the business prosper. And he making money moves, stocks. I'm finna do insurance. I'm finna get insurance here. You finna be set up for retirement. All this stuff is done by him because he knows, because he has a business degree. He has a business degree. So of course I'm gonna trust my husband. Listen to me. I married him because of potential. Ha! Listen to me. You can't marry a man
oh my God.
He's high value. He's high value. You gotta listen to me. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. But anyways, you gotta see. I'm a type of woman. Oh man, he got the potential. He's smart. He got this already. I can keep on grooming this man to be even better.
Okay. Let me
listen. Don't stop. Don't start.
Let me chime in here.
Oh my God.
First off,
here we go. I know this finna go.
I appreciate all the compliments. I do.
From who?
From you. All the stuff you just said, I appreciate. I appreciate all.
But this is what he does.
No, let me just tell you.
Okay.
So, I really admire.
I don't know what's gonna come out of his mouth.
The position that she's always taken.
Okay.
She has always been in the place to say, "You the man of the house. You know, you're in control of all of these things. This is your set of responsibilities." She's always respected me in that way.
Absolutely.
And I love that because I take that very seriously. I take it very seriously. This is my family. I want to make sure that my family is protected and financially secure. So I've always taken that very seriously. And to her point, we have always dealt with things jointly when it comes to our finances. And I've always taken a lead role in, our financial well-being for the family in general. That being said, I will say that it's important to note that, as a man, we have a responsibility. Like, we don't take those responsibilities lightly at all. We make sure that everything is taken care of. And I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say.
I was waiting for him to say, however.
What did you just say? Because I lost it.
I don't know, because I don't want to say it again, because I don't know what you're going to say.
I promise you I was about to lay
I don't know what
off.
This man, when I tell you my man is straight to the point, he's very truthful. He don't care who hears it. He don't sugarcoat nothing. I'd be so mad. I won't even tell y'all the situation that I'm mad at. Because this man, I don't never be around my friends, my girlfriends, when they at my house spending the night, when I have couples over, marriage. I ain't saying nothing for Nate, because Nate, if I tell him, baby, what you think? Oh, he is going to straight shooter. He a straight shooter, y'all. You going to get what you get. And if you don't ask Nate if you don't want the truth. And that's on period.
I've never been.
And that's why I be looking at my eyes. That's why I be looking at him like, okay, what now?
Listen, she be worried. She be mad worried.
I be mad because I already know he gonna say something. And I don't even care, because at this point, I don't care what people think or what they think about us or whatever. It's life. Life is life. And we lifing over here. We lifing. And so at the end of the day, at the end of the day, people don't, it's not politically correct. I'm not saying things right. Is that politically? Did I say it?
You said it right. Politically correct.
Okay. I'm not saying things right. Or she uneducated.
Wait. Pause. I gotta speak on this because people always have something to say. Mm-hmm. People always have some sort of commentary as to the education level or the sophistication level of my wife. I want to tell y'all something. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell y'all something that those of you on the outside looking in will never understand what I understand. And what I understand is, for me, I consider myself someone who is educated, eloquent,
above average.
Able to communicate. He
did above average on an IQ test.
All of that. But I
double a grade.
But I want to say this.
Skip the grade.
I have come to appreciate her and her ability to read people. Her discernment. Instinct, her discernment, her intuition. I have come to value that in a way that I esteem very highly. And I also understand that that's something that I lack, that she completes. Mm-hmm. And when you find those details about your mate that really, make you want to pursue harder, to learn more, to dig deeper into who that person is, those are the little things that will keep you connected to them. And I've often told her, how much I admire and respect that gift of intuition that she has, that gift, that ability to be able to read people, because I may be intellectual and maybe above average in intellect, but at the same time, intellect is not everything. And I literally will pull her along and say, hey, baby, come with me, because I want you to kind of like read this person.
Yeah, he does.
And then tell me what you think of them, because I value her opinion.
He does.
Greatly. And I've come to know that her opinion and the way that she reads people and the way that she just understands things, her common sense level is like stronger than normal people. I know that doesn't really make sense, because common sense, in the term common sense should be common, but I'm telling you that her level of common sense is just heightened, and it just really is something that is an aid and an addition to me and how I show up in life. And that's the reason why, as a couple, we do very well, because I have understood over the last 20 plus years what she brings to me, the value that she adds to me, and how much she means to me, not just in a marital relationship, but just in being this sort of power couple. And I'm not saying that like we're a power couple and we're there and all, we're doing all this stuff. I'm just telling you that she meets a need. She fills a void that I have, and I admire and esteem what she brings to me very highly. I had to take some time over the years to not only understand what it is that she brought to me, but also come to trust that thing that she brought to me, because men of intellect, men of, I guess, high regard in our world, we can pretty much navigate the world and do what we do. We become sharks. We become, lions at the thing that we do best. But I can tell you that there's nothing more valuable to a man than someone who can sit back, look pretty, but be a lioness behind the scenes and be able to break down someone and say, hey, look, that person's not for you. This is what's going on here. That person wants this, and be able to communicate that in a way which is very important, that allows for a man to accept that advice and not be confrontational against it. Because sometimes women can give advice in a way that's really it's just messy.
Not receivable.
And it's not able to be received as a man. But for a woman to have the ability to communicate the message that she has in a way that is digestible and in a way that is subtle enough to almost say to the man, like, listen, here's the information that you need, not to control you, but to help you to make the best decision for our family. I think that is invaluable. And I love the fact that that's what I get from her.
And what I can say about him, for him saying those things, and I know a lot of husbands do not know this, but it's very, very important that you speak on the good things about your woman to make her feel confident. Like, the things that he have done in life has built my confidence to feel that I don't care what people think about me. Because my thing is, this man right here, what he thinks about me, that's what I go with. Because this is what God has put the head of my household is. And he is run by God. God is his head. And when God is the head of the man, I'm following him.
Yeah.
Wherever he goes, I'm following him. And for him to say things to me like, baby, you're this, you're that, that builds my confidence. I don't care. That validates me. He validates me of who I am as a woman. So everybody in the comments and doing this and doing that, I don't give a care what you think. At the end of the day, I'm with my husband. My husband thinks this about me. He thinks that about me. And I'm going to please this man to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? So that builds my confidence as a woman and the things that he feels about me. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can go further. So that I feel that couples are power couples because they support each other. Yeah. Because they're each other's best friend. Because they know, okay, baby, let me help you in this area. And then she said, let me help you in this area. And he said, let me help you in this area.
Yep.
And that's what make you build to be better and bigger. And that's what make you even be financially bigger, because you guys work together like, baby, let's think of some things that we can do to make our money grow.
Right.
So you can talk together because you each other's best friend. You tell each other everything. You're like, okay, let's build on this. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? You each other's motivation. So this is my motivation. This is what helps me to be who I am. This is what helped me to be confident in who I am. And this is what makes me go further. And anytime this man tell me, baby, in 25 years that we've worked there, baby, we need more money. Okay, baby, let's do it. What we need?
Let's grind, baby.
Let's grind. We gonna do this. And then he see the numbers go up. Like, baby, we doing it.
Listen,
Can I tell you this is right?
need that.
We do it. We like, okay, baby, we need this to go to, okay, we have family meetings.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yep.
We have scheduled family meetings. And when we say business meetings, we mean business. We don't play no games. We put it on the calendar. We meet. Let's talk about this. And it's a real meeting. We cut off all family. We cut off everything. It's like a professional meeting. Let's talk about this. Let's do this.
Yep. Because this is the way that we live life, right? We bring to the table what we bring to the table, and we have strengths and we have weaknesses all together. And for a family to, obviously we might be the mom and the daddy for our family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're building a legacy for the rest of our kids and for their kids, right?
Generational wealth.
And their kids. And so when we're having these meetings, it's really about how do we set a firm foundation for what we plan for our kids in the future, but also make sure that we are set for our own retirement. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a two-part solution. It's retirement, but it's also how do we set our kids up to make sure that they can be successful in life?
His insurance policy is on fleek.
Listen.
Set up for our kids.
Yeah. They covered.
They covered for real.
They covered.
But listen, don't get it twisted. Y'all women out there that's trying to marry them or women or whatever the case may be, let me tell you something. It's going to be prenup.
Oh, you talking about our kids?
It's going to be a prenup for sure because y'all set up for life.
Let's talk about
and my grandkids are going to be set up. And my thing is, the day, I don't care how they come here, the grandkids, I'm going to love them with all my heart. I love kids. My grandkids going to be like our second kids. We're going to be taking them to Disney. We're going to be taking them everywhere. Everywhere.
So I got a question on the prenup.
They going to be ours.
I don't think prenups are... Okay, so let me just say this.
I don't know what he going to say, y'all. So I'm bracing myself.
I'm going to say this from my own experience. Now, I would imagine that there are people out there... that have different experiences. I don't discredit those experiences, but I want to say this from my own experience. I don't know that prenups are a prevalent thing in the Black community because a lot of times, we may or may not have a lot to be even considering a prenup.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Some.
Because there are some very successful Black people.
There are.
Especially in Atlanta or Detroit and everywhere. We are not saying we know it's some very successful Black people.
Definitely. I'm just saying from the streets I roll in.
Because we got some.
From the streets that I rolled in growing up, that wasn't like a common topic
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, it was not a common topic. But so what I would say about that though is when you are having a conversation about a prenup with your potential mate, a lot of people get upset. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. I get the premise of a prenup is can be seen as you saying that your potential marriage or partnership relationship can fail, and therefore you don't want to entertain the possibility of a failed marriage before it even begun. Mm-hmm. I get that. But at the same time, the only reason why you would be entertaining a prenup is because you have built something or you have something that is already existing and you don't want to risk having to give up half of that to someone who didn't build it, didn't earn it, but just married into it. And I do think, though, that at some point, I don't think it even matters because, for example, let's just say, for example's sake, she is a multi-billionaire, right? And I marry her and she makes me sign a prenup, right? If I really love her, I'm going to sign the prenup because I don't need her money. I'm not here for the money. So I'm going to sign the prenup.
Right.
Right. And on top of that, because I'm gonna sign a prenup as a man because I'm believing in my ability to build myself, to build a life for. And so
build
therefore,
yourself on that.
yeah, build a life for us, myself. So on that same line, it's like, okay, whatever we built together, that's not subject to the prenup. That's marriage. So what she had before, she keeps. I didn't give it to her. I didn't earn it for her. Why would I take it from her? You know what I'm saying? I think the same is true for a man that is coming to a situation where a woman, he loves this woman, he wants to marry this woman. I don't think there should be an issue. I don't think it should be about, I don't think this conversation about, oh, you're saying that the marriage is going to fail before it ever gets started should even be something that has to be talked about when it comes to a prenup. And the reason why is because the prenup is only a legal matter that separates what you had before from what you're about to earn with your new mate. Everything that you earn with this woman or this man is going to be subject to anything that ever happens in your relationship at the end. But what it does secure is everything that you had beforehand. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If I had married someone who was like stupid rich and had all this stuff, and then they asked me to sign a prenup, yeah, I'll sign a prenup in a heartbeat.
Now, and the reason why I say this, y'all, from my kids, okay, they are in social media. Of course, their parents are social media. We have got our riches off of social media. That's a given. Everybody knows that. However, that's why I say that, because you don't know what people's motives are. People can play the game for years.
Right.
Like 5-6 years, like, okay, I never did love you. I just got into this game and I played it safe for 6-7 years, 10 years,
5
20
years. Or you don't even have to stay 5 years. All you got to do is have a couple kids.
You're right. And I am not saying that we rich, like to the point where we're billionaires. Of course not. But I know we got money. And I do know my kids can be very subject to like, oh, he's the parent of, he's a child of such and such and so and so. Let me get him. Let me sway. Let me, go in there and try to get him and try to suave myself into that, relationship. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I just rather my kids to be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. And if that person agree with it, you want a prenup? And they fine with it, that's the one you go with.
It takes all of the guesswork out of, what their motives are.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does. For marriage.
For marriage, right. It just takes it
if
all
they
out.
Start questioning like me and my husband, if I would've met my husband and he's like, I want a prenup, cool. Cause I'm in love with this dude. I'm marrying him because I love him and because I know that he's my husband because God sent him to me.
Right. So I would have questioned it with her because sometimes your actions speak so much louder than, any kind of commitment that you could ever enter into. She left her hometown and all of her family to come and live with me.
And even her job.
And her job to come and live with me.
I was supposed to, listen now.
Oh yeah, she was trying to go to the post office.
I had a job at the post office. The post office hired me, y'all. And I turned down that job. Now, let me just clearly say this. In Illinois, when you were hired for the post office, I had to take a test. Mm-hmm. When you get into the post office, you made it. Because at that time in 1998, 97, they was going to start me off at $19 an hour, whatever. That was good money back then.
Yeah, for sure.
But I left there. I said, no, I want this man. Because God said this is my husband. Wow. And so I went with the flow. And I left. I said, I'm not going to take this job. I'm not going to pursue this job. I'm going to stay with my husband. He saw the acceptance letters.
I did. And
so
that said a lot to me, man.
Listen, I was like, man, should I go back to Chicago and do this post office job? Or should I just marry this man?
That said a lot.
But I knew he was my man. And I knew God said, this is your husband. And that's it.
That said a lot to me, like real talk, though, because somebody to make that kind of commitment, leave their hometown, leave all their family, carry their son with them, come and live with me, like that was, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a real that's a real well thought out decision, especially when you have such responsibility. So
and
I
not
didn't
only
take it
that,
lightly.
for you to take a child that was not yours.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't take
He
it
took
lightly.
him fully up under his care and whatever. But my son's father eventually got deceased. But my husband's like, they're still my husband was saying he was his son at 2-3 years old. So it don't even know. Right. It doesn't even matter. He just took him in, and it is what it is. And I'm saying, when I say solid as a father.
Yeah, I don't need no help on that one.
He don't need no help, right? So, can we finish our questions? We've been a whole hour.
Listen, we through with these questions. We about to shut this camera off, y'all. We about to shut this camera off.
No, let me see. What's your favorite position?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the behind.
Hitting it from the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. What does it take for me to get you in the mood?
You know what? I think I'm easy. Anytime you're in the mood, I'm in the mood. It don't even matter. But I think, just like just laughing, jokey, just kind of fun loving, and anytime she's in the mood, I'm in the mood. Because I'm always in the mood.
But what I'm going to say this, one thing about my husband that I do love, and I can't even take away, and it doesn't even faze me, my husband will compliment me every day.
Oh, yeah, yes.
It doesn't matter. I put an outfit, but, oh, baby, you look good. It'll stop him. It would take his breath away, and I like that. Because it's almost like the first time we met. He would say, baby, you look beautiful today. I love the way you look. I love the naturalness. I love the lashes, baby. I love the lashes you got on. I love your natural hair. I love this. I love that. He just complimented me. And you know, ladies, let me tell you something. Or you man, let me tell you something. When you compliment your woman like that, the man outside that give you compliments don't mean nothing. When I say nothing, it don't mean nothing. Oh, my man told me that today already.
That's a nugget.
You ain't told me nothing I ain't heard today.
You ain't picked up on that nugget?
My husband, before I even left the house today, I promise you today it happened. Today, I was like, that man told me I look good so many times. He looked at me. Baby, you look good. He makes sighs. He makes compliments. I can walk past. It's like me walking on the man in the street. With the man in the street, I walk past in a room. This man, I like what I see. Baby, you look
you know
good.
what?
And it's not. So when a man approached me in the street, and I swear this happened to me today, y'all. A man approached me. I was like, huh? He said, you married? I said, yeah, I'm married. I'm happily married. I'm good. That right there, I don't need no attention. Because this man give me all I got. I call my man. I'm like, yeah, baby. Come on and get these groceries. He come and get them out the car and everything. Put them up. He does that. Because I don't need that. I don't need that attention because he gives it to me. So it's very important that you compliment your woman every day, all day when she put on something. Because we like that.
And the thing about it too is, like I'm genuine. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I can't fake it. So
that's one thing I don't like about him. He's so truthful. Like if I ain't looking good, he's like, baby,
fake it, man.
If my hair ain't looking good, or I'm like, baby, what is that?
I can't fake it, y'all.
Baby, you need to fix this. He like, fix this. Oh, this eye, right here is not looking right. Oh, this eye is crooked. I
don't know how to fake it, y'all. So I'm just gonna tell you, if you meet me on the street and you ask me some crazy questions, listen, I don't know how to fake it. So you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and I'm sorry. I'm just gonna up front apologize. I'm sorry. No, but seriously. So I told her yeah, we married. We've been married for 20 plus years. But I don't know how to fake it. So if I won't tell you nothing that I don't feel. I'll just be silent. Like I just won't say nothing. So if I'm complimenting you, like I mean that. I'm not just blowing smoke. I don't do that. Like that ain't in my nature. So if I'm telling you this, I mean it. And if I'm not telling you something,
You better watch out, ladies. You better watch out.
Don't ask me nothing unless you want to know, boy, because I'm going to tell you, and I don't know how to hide it.
This is why I roll my eyes, because I know he going to be brutally honest. I'll be like, okay, what is it?
That's just who I am.
And this is why I be like, my guard I'm like, baby, what is it? What you finna tell? What? Anyways, the next question. Is, what is your spot?
I don't have a spot, y'all. I really don't. I don't even know what that even means. I know what it means. I don't have a spot.
I know his spot, y'all.
Well, if you know what it is.
I know his spot. So and if this is a spot, this is a spot. Kissing.
I would say that, yeah. I would say that, yeah.
Passionate kissing is his spot. All day long.
Right on that.
So my thing is, he can't say he don't have a spot because I already know. If you kiss him, oh my goodness, everything's released.
Yeah, I guess I could get on board.
You get everything, whatever. I know I can, because ain't nobody else gonna get it, but I can.
Yeah, that's a fact. Actually, I didn't. I don't really like consider like
he don't know. He don't have a specific body spot.
That's a real thing, though. Yeah, for real.
Body spot, but he's connected. He's a very emotional person. He's a very touchy feeling person. My husband likes to cuddle. If you want to cuddle, man, this man likes to cuddle. This man likes to be close to the body. He likes all of it. Let me touchy feely. Yeah. All this. He's that. Yeah. Me, so much, I'm not that. He wants a closer bed. We got a king size bed. This man, maybe 15 times a week. We need a closer bed. We need a closer bed. We need a closer bed.
So check this out. So obviously we got a king size bed here at the house, and it's one of those 2-zone, like 2 twin kind of adjustable beds, so everybody can have their comfort level, whatever. But when we go to Atlanta, our spot in Atlanta, we have a queen size bed.
He made me get a queen size bed. I said, baby, I want a king. I want a king.
We got a queen size bed.
No, we're getting a queen size bed. This bed is so, babe, when I say it's the tiniest queen size bed, you know they have levels of queen size beds. This thing is the tiniest queen size bed to the full size bed. He knew what he was doing.
I like
baby. I said baby. I'm not trying to call y'all baby. But when I tell you this queen size bed is like this, I'll be like, baby, scoot over. He like, no, I like this. This is my queen size. He loved going to Atlanta and sleeping in our bed because he's right up on me. And I be so hot. I be like, oh, baby, it's too hot. I was like, get off of me. He don't understand menopause, but that's another story.
That's a whole nother story.
Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
What is your expectation of sex as we age?
As we age? I think that there is.
Wait, can I say this?
Okay.
Y'all shocked me in the comments when y'all said people was 94 years old still having sex. I was flabbergasted. I was like, what? This thing, let me tell y'all something. Y'all women that think it's going to be over soon or maybe it's going to die down, don't get your hopes up high. Don't get your hopes up high. It's going to keep going to the day you die.
Facts.
Finish, baby.
Facts. Yeah, that's a fact. Like I think that in terms of my expectation is that y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but my expectation is when I'm in need, I want to get it. Period. I don't care if I'm 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. I don't care.
It's true.
If it functions on my end, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. For y'all that are out there that have whatever going on, I would just say that whatever your physical ability is, go ahead and indulge yourself with your mate, because guess what? Marriage is sacred and the bed is undefiled. So go ahead and have a good time with your partner for as long as you can physically do it. And they got AIDS and stuff out here. AIDS, I didn't mean AIDS.
I was about to say, what, AIDS?
That didn't come out right. They have
ain't nothing wrong with
additional
AIDS,
things that you can take if you have any kind of functional issues. But I thank God that I don't have any functional issues.
He don't have no functional issues. He get erected very hard. He don't have nothing.
She went there.
Well,
she did take it there, but I just
he gets erected, y'all. But let me just say this:
into my 90s or hundreds or whatever.
We don't. At this point, thank God, hallelujah. We have no medications that's hindering us.
No, I ain't taking no meds.
He not taking no meds.
No meds.
I'm not on no meds. Not diabetes. No cholesterol problems.
Nothing.
No nothing. And there's nothing going on down there in that department. No, nothing going on down here in this department. I still get wet. I don't need a lubricant.
Okay, we done went there.
We don't need nothing, y'all. We still functioning well. However,
what if you are in a situation where it don't function well?
However, I know
what
that could end for us, but right now we are not in that position, and we're almost. I know. Let's not talk about that. I know.
Let's not talk about that.
But okay.
But for y'all that are going through some sort of struggles in your life, I really want to hear from you all who are maybe a little bit more aged or who have some functionality issues. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, how do y'all keep the connection alive, the romance alive when you might have some inability?
I think that's very important that you ask that question, because I really want to know too, because what if in 10 years we be on medication? Blood pressure medication. Wait a minute, let me just say this. I heard that blood pressure medication can make you not be...
It does.
They keep you
right.
What you call that?
Say it. We got it.
Keep you. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the man.
You see a hand. Yeah, we understand. We understand.
Keep the man.
Yes, we got
what
it.
I'm trying to say.
We got it. They all got it.
But
okay.
what am I trying to say?
Huh? Keep it right and keep it tight. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know what I'm talking about tonight.
Tell you this.
Anyway, yes, it does, because it lowers when you take those medications. What it does is it lowers your blood pressure, and pressure is essential to that member of your body's function. You know what I'm saying? We all grown here, but
keep the erection hard. You know what I'm saying? And it goes down and up and down, and that can affect a woman's sexual desire or sexual moment. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have that problem now, but what if that happens later?
Okay, let's not talk about that.
How do you deal with that?
Listen, we not gonna deal with that.
But baby, you have to know.
I ain't gotta think about that, because it ain't functioning like that over here.
Okay,
so
let me say
I
this.
ain't trying to be like that.
Let me say this. Email me at beloves2cook@gmail.com. Beloves, the number 2, cook@gmail.com. If you can tell me medications, different things that make your husband not as capable in the bedroom, how do you deal with that? How do you accommodate that? How do you guys make the sex life work?
Listen.
How do you guys make, there's different things and different stages in life, different stages in marriage. Different stages that you have to grow with. You have to grow with your person.
And not just on the male side, it's on the female side too. Sometimes
female
there's things
side
that are going on with
because it could be physical. It could be maybe medical. It can be a whole lot of different things that we have not experienced yet, because we kind of still young. But we can endure later.
Oh,
yeah, we need to know how to endure.
Mid to late 40s, so...
I hate that I got 4 years on you, because that make me more vulnerable, because now I gotta wait till you get 4 years older than me, and then I'm 4 years older than you, and then I still gotta wait.
It's never gonna happen. I'm gonna take advantage of these 4 years for the next 40 years.
But anyway, on that note,
that youth, baby. What do say? Bang, 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 bang. That youth.
Who was that? Who is that say, baby? He's not here no more, baby.
I know.
Rest in peace to...
Rest his soul.
Yeah, rest his soul. Bang, 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 bang in Friday.
Yeah.
We can't think of it right now.
So. All right, y'all. This was our time.
Oh, can I tell y'all a secret? Right now, me and my husband are bottom naked, but we're top heavy.
Listen, y'all don't know what you don't know. You can't prove it.
The kids are asleep, so it's y'all fault if they ain't asleep.
Right.
But we are bottom heavy. but we're top.
No, we bottom light and we top heavy. And if y'all don't know what that means, then listen. I don't know what to tell you.
It's about to go down.
I don't know what to tell y'all.
It's about to go down, down. We finna put that music on.
Yeah.
We finna set the scene.
Spend the night with me.
And one thing about this, well, let me just tell y'all something about my husband. We love the same type of music. Like, we would play the Dusties, baby. We would play all the 90s, the 80s, Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle. What we was playing today?
All them oldies.
We was playing George Michael.
Oh, we was talking about Patti LaBelle and what is his name?
Michael George?
I don't know what his name is.
I don't know what he is. But we was playing all her I'm talking about back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s.
We were playing we were playing the oldies.
We love that. But that's not when
I say my husband's oldies, he back in the 70s, 60s.
Yeah, we
some of that stuff, Billy, what's his name?
You know about?
Not Billie Holiday.
Not Billy D. Williams either.
Bobby
Womack?
Bobby Womack.
Bobby Womack.
This man be this and stuff. I be like, babe, what you know? I said, my parents just play the record. The record. Listen, now y'all know when you hear the word record,
you know we're going back.
We going
way back.
This man is on records.
Listen.
I'm talking about the Fannie Mae Cafe.
Annie Mae's Cafe. Annie Mae's Cafe. Listen, we got a lot of old stuff. Listen, we do a lot of old stuff.
He does old stuff. I be like, dude, whatever. Where you hear that from?
Y'all know how it is.
And I'm older than him.
If y'all grew up in a family where y'all, your parents played certain type of music, them oldies, them soul ballads, you know what I'm saying?
Oldies but goodies.
Like, you get used to that and you grow up on that. So that becomes a part of your music DNA. And even though you rock with some of the new stuff that comes out, you still keep that old soul. You still keep that old, affinity to the music of that genre. And you just can't get rid of it. And so sometimes when I'm in a mood, like, I only want to hear some blues, or I want to hear some soul. I want to hear some, some old school type Temptations or Motown hits or something like that. That's really going to take me back to the late 70s or to the early 80s, or when music that I listened to when I was growing up was popular, and that takes me back to that place in my life. So sometimes you just want to chill, and you want to chill to some oldies and just kind of relax and take a day. And so music does that. Music, like food, can take you to a place that you've been before, a familiar place that has given you some sort of memory in the past. And then when you listen to that song or you taste that food that was so prevalent in that time and period in your life, it takes you back there, and you get to, for that moment, relive the memories and the experiences of that time. And therefore, it becomes very peaceful, zen, like your tranquil
But
place.
The fact of the matter is, when we listen to music like that, even though we were in a place of poverty,
for sure,
the way we lived,
yeah,
it still bring back good memories. I don't know what that is. It's like, you struggled. You've been through. Your parents on food stamps, and you was living like in the hole of the slum. But at the end of the day, that music put you in a place like, ooh.
That music brought you back to family. It brought
you back to like, ooh, this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But, baby,
it brought you back to family. It brought you back to, just this sense of being a kid. You know what I mean? For us at that time in the 70s, like, we were kids. So it wasn't like we had responsibilities. It's a different thing that I think that my parents would feel like if they were listening to that same music. They probably would feel all the weight of responsibility of being young parents at the time. But for me, it was just like, I remember like laying on the back seat of my dad's car and looking up at the sky, rolling down the street, at 5 years old.
Is it a drive-through? Is that a drive-through?
Yeah, I remember the drive-through times and all of that kind of stuff, back then. It's like, it's a different way of remembering for me than I'm sure it was for my parents in the 70s, because they were adults dealing with adult things. But for me, I was just a carefree kid. Yeah, and to hear that music today, brings me closer to the memory of my parents in that time and just how life was back in the 70s and back in the 80s. And so that's just what it is for me. So I enjoy it. I enjoy going back there. I enjoy, the Anita Bakers and the folks in the 80s, the Whitney Houston of the 80s,
Patty
what I'm
LaBelle.
saying, the Patti LaBelle.
Aretha Franklin.
All of those type of folks. And then the Isley Brothers and the Temptations and all of that,
Bobby Womack.
like all that just takes me back to a place where I think for me it was very simple because I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. So it was just a place of chill. So I know that I'm out here like I'm the DJ on the midnight hour talking about the oldies back in the day that took you to a place that you never wanted to leave but always wanted to stay. But I ain't that guy. I'm gonna let y'all go right now. So this is DJ, you know what I'm saying?
DJ next time, Nate. What?
DJ Nate for the next time. I ain't want to drop the voice real low, but I wanted to keep y'all in the mood for the next time we come on. So until next time, y'all enjoy your significant other. Have a space and time where y'all can just chill and talk, communicate on that level that just takes you there. And until next time, peace. We'll always be with you.
Crazy, y'all. Anyway, baby, before we let you go,
what?
I gotta have one more question.
Okay, what's the other
Because
question?
I forgot the question. Do you like the games and Kama Sutra games we play?
So the short answer to that is absolutely yes. And I would encourage you all that are married, that have been married for a long time to explore other things like, books on Kama Sutra and stuff like that can really spice up your
marriage,
bedroom life,
yep.
And just keep things fresh and keep things moving.
How about the games?
The games, the games like that game she's talking about. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something though. Let me tell you something. Let me just say this.
This game
just
right
say
here.
this. Look,
We
okay,
finna
so-
play this
so this
afterwards,
game right
y'all. We finna these games with the cards,
just
fantasy. What is it? Fantasy steaming.
Fellas,
And what is it?
Fellas, I'm just gonna tell y'all something. For y'all that are gonna embark on this right here, that game. I'm just gonna tell y'all something. We did a little pre-reading of some of the cards.
We always we have played.
We played this game before,
right?
Plenty of times, but I don't know. Listen, I don't know what I was reading before, but I'm gonna just tell you right now. Listen, I pulled a card today, and I'm gonna tell y'all, fellas, it's okay to say I ain't down with that. It's okay, cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I read a card today. I was like, listen, I'm not down with that. That's not happening. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it wasn't the things that I was, intended based on the card to do to her. It was the things that they wanted her to do to me. Listen, I ain't open for everything. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Listen, I'm one.
I was willing to do it. I was like, come on, baby. He was like, heck no, you ain't doing that to me.
And it ain't what you think, fellas. It's something that would make you uncomfortable. I'm just gonna tell you that up front. It's something that would make you uncomfortable.
My thing is, I like this game. Y'all got to get this game. Monogamy is very, very fun.
Yeah,
I think that it will put you out your comfort zone
for sure
if you like it.
Listen.
If you don't like it, of course you comfortable enough with your partner to say, "Baby, I ain't doing that." Or you can alternate the question to your liking. That's what I say.
Yeah, you definitely might need to modify.
So modify it to your liking. And so your partner can be comfortable with it. So he can be like, yeah, baby, I understand and I would do it.
Yeah, but fellas, there's some questions that you might want to skip. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It ain't the questions about what you do to her that you're going to skip, but you may skip some things that they tell you for her to do to you. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all looking at me right now watching this video like I'm crazy. Wait till you read the question. That's all I'm going to say. Wait till you read the question. And you're going to be like, oh, No, that's off limits right there. Listen, wait till you read the question. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Anyways, we love y'all. We gonna cut out because it's finna end now.
Yeah.
But we love y'all and we finna do that thing.
Peace out, y'all.
I hope y'all do the same.
Y'all have a good night.
For some crab legs, I want boiled eggs, I want shrimp. I'm a bougie chick, a whole mukbang. Gotta have that lemon rain, and I dip everything. It's smackalicious.